This video is called How Do I Use the Envelope System When Places Aren't Accepting Cash? This is a video I'm very excited about because this was a game changer for me. I have used the envelope system for probably about 28 years, ever since I was finishing high school and moving out on my own. Yes, that's how old I am. I love the envelope system for its ability to keep me on budget and to keep me from overspending, especially in those areas where I tend to do it, which would be like miscellaneous and entertainment. Actually, I'm really bad about groceries and office supplies too. I have an unhealthy addiction to office supplies, which is why I loved making this video because I got to go buy stuff. But I did it at Dollar Tree. Anyway, if you've used the envelope system, you know how effective it can be, but it has one fatal flaw. For those of you who don't know what the envelope system is, I'm going to tell you right now. If you do, I'm trying to put in my description, like where you can skip ahead. If it's not there, put in the comments how to do it. If it is there, congratulations. I'll see you at the where I tell you about how to fix the fatal flaw. For those of you who don't know how to use the envelope system, what the envelope system is a system for managing your money, and it's exactly what it says, envelopes. So this envelope says grocery, and what you do is at the beginning of the month or every 2 weeks, depending on how you're paid and what you can do. I do it at the beginning of the month. You put the total budget for that month into your envelope of the cash. So this would be a grocery one, so it might have a few $100s. In my sample, my camera and I are fighting, so this is on my cell phone, so I'm sorry this is probably written backwards for you. But it says monthly envelope money. Grocery is $500 in this scenario. Fun money is $50. Restaurants are $60. Miscellaneous is $80. Car, that would be anything to do with a car. So I keep it in my car envelope. So that way when I need an oil change, it comes out of that envelope. If I need windshield washer fluid, windshield wipers, whatever, if it's car, it comes out of there. Now, if I have a major repair, everything comes out of there, and then whatever's left, I have to pull from other categories, obviously. But that is where I keep my auto, and that has really helped because auto was one that was always getting me. And then miscellaneous, I already said $80 for a total of $730. Now, this isn't everything. I'm just using this as a for example. And then what you do is, like I said, whether monthly, that's how I taught my girls to do it once a month. I used to have to do it bi-weekly because that's when my husband got paid. Now he's paid monthly. So you put the money into the envelope, and then when you need to buy something from that category, I do not take this whole thing with me. I only grab out the envelope or money from that envelope. So like if I have $600 cash in here for groceries for the month, I'm not pulling it all out. I'm only pulling out what I think I'll need for that particular trip. Okay, the way that works is when the money's gone in that category, you're done spending. And if it's something that you still need to spend, like say groceries or auto, you need to pull from other envelopes. This is great because you have a visual. The problem, the fatal flaw is, I'm going to write down, it's at 337. The fatal flaw is when we went cashless. What about when places were not accepting the money like cash? They said, oh, there's a coin shortage, we won't accept cash. I already had a solution for that because that is what always killed my envelope system budget. Is if I had to buy something online or I needed to buy something with my credit card because I only took $20 with me and it cost $35, I paid the $20 and then the rest I paid with my credit card. But then that would mess up all of my envelope system. Here is how I fixed it, and hopefully this will help you. I don't know, maybe you already came up with this clever idea, but if you didn't, then here you go. I have what I call the move money system. So I don't know where my other receipt went. That was supposed to be my illustration. Here it is. Okay, so I went to Walmart to buy props for the videos I've been making, and I had to use my credit card because I didn't have the envelope money with me. And so what I do is I take the envelope, the receipt when I get home, and I go to my envelope and I pull the money out of that category. Now at a place like Walmart, I may have groceries as well as household things, car things. So I go through the receipt and I see what from each category um, I have, and I total it up. This happened to be all from the same category, so it worked well. And the total was $42.04. I then go to my envelope, and this came out of the miscellaneous fund. So I would take from my miscellaneous and I would go to what I call the moved money envelope. In this envelope, I keep 10 $1 bills and 2 5s, so essentially change. And I would pull the money out of my other category. And since it was $42 and some change, I leave the change alone. I don't stick change in my envelopes. I have a change jug that I put all my change in, and then I take change with me when I go places. I would take the money out of the envelope, the amount, and I would then, from the category, and I put it into my moved money folder. And so the $44 or $42 would go in moved money. And then on the top of my receipt, I write MM for moved money. So see, moved money. I move the money from that category. So the envelope reflects what I really have left in that budget. The moved money is now in here. Now, what do I do with the moved money? If you were looking at my notepad, you may have seen at the bottom MM envelope, if you can read backwards, because I'm sure this is backwards. The moved money envelope, then at the end of the month, before I go to get money cash out of the bank to refill my envelopes, I'll tally up what is in my moved money envelope. So in this scenario, my monthly envelopes are $730. And let's say the only thing I had to move that whole month was that $42. I would subtract $42 from the $730, and that would leave me with what? That's 30, that'd be 12, that'd be $688. So I would withdraw $688 from the bank. I would pull the $42 out of the moved money envelope, and I would refill my envelopes for the next month. By doing this, so when I make online purchases, if I make a credit card purchase, this has kept us on budget now for the last 4 years. We started doing this 4 years ago when my husband went back to school, and we went from, he worked 2 full-time jobs and I worked a full-time and 2 part-time jobs. He ended up, when he was in school, he wasn't allowed to work. So we lost all of his income and we had what was left of mine. And we used this system because we had to really stay on budget. We didn't have a surplus. So we used this system the whole time, and we used our credit cards when we need to and moved the money because we pay our credit cards off every month. We don't have interest. So that's also why this works. And actually what happened was we had, because we used our credit cards and moved the money, there were times when I needed to use credit cards because I am not anti-credit card. I am anti-overspending. I was getting 1.5% cash back, and we ended up getting thousands of dollars. And I mean that literally. His exam after he completed his schooling was like $1,000, $1,200, something like that. We paid for it in full with the rebates on our credit card. So we got a free $1,000, $1,200 test by using the rebates. But we stayed on budget and didn't go crazy with our credit cards because we had our moved money system. So that is my solution. You need to integrate it with your budgeting. I almost forgot another thing. I personally use Mint, which is a free thing from Intuit Online. I'm not promoting it. I don't have a relationship with them. I'm just telling you what it is that I use. I used to use an Excel spreadsheet. Because we do have a lot of credit card transactions, because we have our utilities and things automatically withdrawn from our credit card, it works best for me because Mint just talks to my credit card company and puts it into my budget. When that shows up as a credit card charge in your budget, if you have some kind of online budgeting like that, you keep this receipt until it clears, and then you go over under the category you put in Mint, it says hide from budget. And then I put in the notes moved money, because I know then that I've already accounted for this in the envelope system. Also, if I missed one, I go to the envelope and I go, ooh, I missed one. I do hide from budget on the budgeting software. I pull the money out of the category that it was in, put it into the moved money envelope, and I am back on track. I am no longer over budget, and I am taking care of my bills, taking care of business, and getting it handled. So for those of you who use an envelope system and still need to use credit cards or debit cards, any kind of electronic money, online purchases, using this modified envelope system with the moved money envelope is a game changer. Like I said, I used this for 24 years before, and it was always the credit cards at the end of the month that nailed me, particularly the online purchases or fuel purchases, things like that. This has changed it all, and I have been able to stay on budget for 4 years, and it's been awesome. So I wanted to share that with you, and I hope you'll share this in groups where people do use the envelope system as a means to help them for time periods like we had where there's cashless environment, or if you're making online purchases. Thanks so much for helping me get this information out to the people who need it. Put hashtag rethinking, redefine envelope system, and tell your friends about it. I will see you in the next video.